Discovery of a 2 million-year-old strange creature under the ocean. Shocks the whole world. Greetings, dear listeners of 10 Minutes Discovery. Welcome back to our journey of uncovering the grand and unimaginable mysteries of our blue planet. Right beneath the calm ocean surface, you often admire lies an enormous world filled with secrets that modern science has yet to explain. A deep, dark realm almost completely isolated from humanity. A place where light cannot reach, yet it is believed to be the cradle of life. A vast archive of millions of years of forgotten history, and perhaps even the home of creatures so strange that seeing one might make you feel like you've stepped into a science fiction movie. Did you know that over 50% of US territory actually lies beneath the ocean? Even more astonishing, we've only explored about 5 to 7% of the ocean floor, meaning that over 90% of the ocean's area remains a complete mystery to humanity. Here's a fact that might surprise you. The longest mountain range on Earth isn't found on land. It's located beneath the ocean. It's called the Mid-Ocean Ridge, stretching over 14,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. Not only is this range massive, but some of its peaks are taller than the famous Alps in Europe. In fact, it makes up 23% of the Earth's total surface area. In the eternal darkness at depths greater than 12,100 feet, where sunlight barely reaches beyond 3,000 feet, exists an incredibly rich and diverse ecosystem. Interestingly, most of the oxygen we breathe each day doesn't come from the Amazon rainforest, as many believe, but from marine algae and plankton in the ocean. The ocean is not only the cradle of life, but also the largest museum of human history. The total number of archaeological artifacts housed in all the world's museums combined still pales in comparison to what lies quietly on the ocean floor. Submerged cities, forgotten legendary ships, and possibly even remnants of ancient civilizations we've never known. And sometimes the things discovered down there aren't just artifacts, they're bizarre, even terrifying living creatures, like the one in the photo currently on your screen. So strange in appearance that it looks like it was created using Photoshop. But no, according to multiple sources, this is a real creature, reportedly discovered by a fisherman while trawling in deep waters. The moment he saw it, the elderly fisherman was so startled that he quickly shared the photo online, hoping the community could help identify it. But contrary to his expectations, most internet users dismissed it as a digitally manipulated image created just for attention. What about you? Do you believe this creature truly exists in the deep sea, or do you think it's just a clever creation of someone's wild imagination? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And now, let's continue with 10 Minutes Discovery, as we dive even deeper into the mysterious, breathtaking, and spine-chilling wonders found at the very bottom of the ocean, to see just how terrifyingly fascinating the deep sea can be. The mysterious golden orb. At a depth of over 9,800 feet beneath the icy waters of the Gulf of Alaska, where sunlight cannot penetrate and pressure is strong enough to crush most conventional exploration equipment, a shocking discovery led scientists to exclaim, "We still know so little about the planet we live on." In September 2023, during a routine survey using a remotely operated vehicle (ROV), ocean researchers accidentally encountered a strange-looking object resting silently on a rock on the ocean floor. It was a shimmering golden orb, roughly 4 inches in diameter, as if it had been deliberately placed there by some mysterious hand, and it immediately became the center of endless scientific debate. So what exactly captivated the scientists? First of all, it wasn't a rock, nor was it a piece of man-made debris or oceanic waste. Preliminary analysis on site revealed that the orb had a biological origin. But what does that mean? Was it an egg? The remains of some unknown marine creature? Or a living structure unlike anything we've ever seen? Theories quickly emerged, but none were conclusive. Some researchers speculated that it could be an egg from an undiscovered deep-sea species. Others suspected it might be a rare type of deep-sea sponge. And more daring hypotheses even suggested it could be an entirely new life form, something that doesn't resemble any known marine biology. The mystery only deepened when the golden orb was brought to the surface. Under changing pressure and temperature, it nearly dissolved, losing its original form and turning into a gelatinous mass, making structural analysis even more challenging. No longer a solid object, it became a formless blob, only intensifying the curiosity of scientists and ocean enthusiasts alike. Now imagine this. What if this strange organism holds the key to medical breakthroughs, new energy sources, or even the food of the future? Far-fetched? Maybe, but not impossible. According to Sam Candio, a scientist with NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, discoveries like this are clear evidence that the deep sea remains an unlocked treasure chest. Unknown life forms might carry biochemical compounds never before studied, potentially leading to new drugs, vaccines, or biotech innovations for humanity. That's why deep-sea exploration isn't just a game for scientists. It's an essential part of our effort to protect and sustain life on Earth. And here's the wild part. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Experts are still collecting data from the creatures, formations, and habitats of the deep ocean floor in an effort to piece together a more complete picture of this mysterious ecosystem. In the near future, we might need to rewrite biology textbooks, all because of a golden orb that melted into a strange goo. This isn't just a story of biological archaeology or a single scientific discovery. It's a reminder that even though we've set foot on the moon and are planning to explore Mars, there are still profound mysteries right beneath our feet in the vast, uncharted waters of our own planet. So, if you had the chance to ask the ocean one question, what would it be? Do you think that somewhere beneath those thousands of feet of water, there might be life forms no one has ever seen? Forgotten civilizations? Or perhaps even the answers to our greatest questions about existence? The Yellow Brick Road Beneath the Sea, Pathway to Lost Atlantis or Ancient Volcanic Trace. Deep in the vast ocean, in a place where light cannot reach and life follows rules completely different from those on land, humankind continues its search for clues about the Earth's formation and maybe even lost civilizations. During a routine expedition, as the Nautilus exploration vessel was conducting deep-sea geological and biological research near the Hawaiian archipelago, scientists stumbled upon a truly strange phenomenon. A winding yellow brick-like road on the summit of a seamount, lying about 3,300 feet below sea level. Located within the Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument in the Liliuokalani Ridge, named after the last reigning monarch of the independent Hawaiian Kingdom, this rock formation left both researchers and global viewers in awe. Not because it was so deep, not because it was so vast, but because it looked exactly like a man-made brick road. The stones were neatly aligned, straight and uniform, resembling a modern sidewalk or pathway. The strange regularity of the cracks between the blocks, the illusion of intentionally stacked bricks, and the warm golden hue illuminated by the submersible's lights. Everything combined to make the scientists exclaim, "Are we standing on the road to Atlantis? Could this be the remnant of a civilization that once thrived beneath the ocean? Or just a trick of nature, carved by millions of years of geological activity?" To find out, scientists collected rock samples, analyzed stratigraphic layers, and compared the formation with other known geological events. Initial findings revealed that the Yellow Brick Road is actually a natural geological formation known as a fractured flow of hyaloclastite, a type of volcanic rock formed by high-energy eruptions under the sea. Specifically, at the summit of Nootka Seamount, geologists confirmed that the rock making up the pathway was formed when lava met cold seawater, causing it to cool rapidly and fragment into layers of volcanic debris. Over millions of years, thermal expansion and contraction from repeated eruptions caused the layers to crack and split into regular slabs, creating an eerie, road-like appearance, as if someone had purposely built a mystical path leading to some forgotten underwater domain. Fascinating, isn't it? A completely natural process managing to deceive the human eye and ignite the imagination, raising questions like, if humans didn't build this, what else might lie beyond our understanding? Could legendary civilizations like Atlantis have once existed, their remnants buried under sediment and swallowed by the sea? It's worth noting that the Papahanaumokuakea region is not only a biological treasure trove, but also a sacred underwater archaeological site, preserving invaluable records of how undersea volcanoes formed. Key data for understanding both ocean floor development and the global structure of the Earth's crust. Samples collected from the Yellow Brick Road are helping to illuminate how these unusual rocks were formed and providing vital data for future geological mapping, an endeavor crucial for both science and maritime safety. So, what do you think of this discovery? Is it simply a rare and beautiful geological coincidence? Or a whisper from the distant past? A hint of a civilization lost to the ocean? No matter the answer, that golden brick road at the moment of its discovery opened a door to imagination where science and legend meet, creating a journey that challenges the intellect and fuels the belief that perhaps not everything has yet been written in our textbooks. The massive underwater mountain beneath the ocean. In November 2023, researchers documented an unprecedented discovery when they found a colossal underwater mountain on the ocean floor near the coast of Guatemala, a finding that could completely reshape how we perceive the deep sea. This isn't just any mountain, but an ancient underwater volcano standing at an astounding height, twice as tall as the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, measuring approximately 5,250 feet. Can you imagine that? A towering cone-shaped structure lying nearly 7,875 feet beneath the sea surface, spanning about 5.4 square miles, as vast as a small city beneath the ocean. This is one of the seamounts discovered using advanced multi-beam sonar technology, a method that allows scientists to see detailed images of the seafloor without the need for dangerous deep-sea dives. The 6-day expedition between Costa Rica and the Eastern Pacific unveiled a vivid picture of the ocean floor, once thought to be a vast, silent void. So, what makes this seamount so special? It's not just its enormous size, but more importantly, its role as a unique and diverse marine ecosystem. The mountain's massive rocky structures create an ideal environment for deep-sea corals, sponges, and a multitude of other invertebrate species to thrive. It's essentially a city beneath the sea where marine life can shelter, flourish, and evolve. As such, the seamount is not merely a geological formation. It plays a vital role in maintaining oceanic biodiversity and contributes to the global ecological balance. This discovery raises fascinating questions about the richness of life beneath the waves. If just the ocean near Guatemala holds such a spectacular seamount, how many others remain hidden in oceans around the world? Experts estimate that over 100,000 seamounts have yet to be discovered across Earth's oceans. Each one could be a sanctuary for strange species, a repository of geological history, and a record of environmental changes going back millions of years. Did you know that underwater seamounts not only provide habitats for marine life, but also play a crucial role in forming valuable natural resources like minerals, oil, gas, and even compounds with potential medical applications? Studying seamounts helps us better understand deep-sea geological processes and opens the door to sustainable ocean resource development without harming marine ecosystems. You might wonder why seamounts are still so little known and rarely explored. That's because the ocean remains one of the world's last wild frontiers. With extreme depths, crushing pressure, and harsh conditions, exploring the seafloor requires complex technology and significant resources. But thanks to rapidly advancing modern technologies like multi-beam sonar, autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, and artificial intelligence for data processing, we are gradually unlocking the mysteries of the deep. What's truly remarkable is that discoveries like this massive underwater mountain not only prove how many secrets the Earth still holds, but also remind us of our responsibility to protect the ocean environment. With more than 70% of the planet's surface covered by ocean, understanding and preserving ecosystems like seamounts is vital, not just for underwater life, but for life on Earth as a whole. You might be asking yourself, hidden within those deep layers of rock and sediment, how many stories of Earth's history, how many geological secrets are still waiting to be uncovered? Each seamount is like a natural chronicle, preserving evidence of past climate shifts, tectonic movements, and even earthquakes and tsunamis from millions of years ago. Studying them helps us understand our planet's past and prepare for its future, offering warnings of potential natural disasters. The discovery of a seamount twice the height of the Burj Khalifa beneath the sea off Guatemala is an irresistible invitation for those who love science, exploration, and the desire to understand our blue planet more deeply. It reminds us that no matter how far technology advances, our world remains full of wonders, wilderness, and mysteries still waiting to be revealed. And who knows, someday you, watching this video, could be among those who help uncover and protect this hidden deep-sea world. Deep-sea volcanoes and Earth's seismic engine. Imagine a world where sunlight never reaches, where life survives not on solar energy, but on the heat from Earth's core. That's the bottom of the ocean, a place full of ancient secrets and astonishing natural phenomena that unfold silently, every second of every day. Hidden beneath thousands of feet of water lie massive underwater volcanoes, quietly active like nature's tectonic engines. They don't erupt as explosively as Mount Etna or Mount Fuji, but each time they do, they reshape vast sections of the seafloor, directly impacting marine life and even the Earth's crust. Have you ever wondered how the ocean floor, seemingly motionless, could be one of the most dynamic places on the planet? It's thanks to underwater volcano systems and the shifting of Earth's crust, processes known collectively as plate tectonics. These submarine volcanoes, scattered along enormous rift valleys, aren't just remnants of the past, they're living proof of the planet's ongoing geological evolution. With the help of cutting-edge technologies like remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, high-resolution cameras, and thermal detectors, scientists can now access and observe these remarkable phenomena. When lava erupts from a seafloor volcano, it instantly cools upon contact with cold seawater, forming a special type of rock called basalt, the primary building block of the oceanic crust. These lava flows not only reshape the seabed, but also give rise to underwater mountain ranges, some even longer than the Himalayas above ground. And if you think these eruptions only affect geology, wait until you hear about the ecosystems. When lava pours out, it can wipe out entire marine communities near the eruption site. Yet incredibly, these harsh conditions often become the cradle of new life. The heat and minerals from volcanic activity create strange biological oases where organisms like giant tube worms, blind crabs, and anaerobic bacteria thrive. Despite the extreme environment, research doesn't stop at volcanoes or tectonic movements, which cause continents to shift, trigger earthquakes, tsunamis, and form island chains. The plates beneath the ocean are constantly colliding, sliding, or drifting apart, driving changes not only under the sea, but also on land. Many deep-sea regions, revealed through seismic surveys, have been identified as the epicenters of some of the world's most powerful earthquakes. Interestingly, much of the data we have today about these movements comes from the oceans, which cover more than 70% of Earth's surface but remain our least understood frontier. Thanks to studies like these, we gain insight into how Earth breathes, shifts, and how life can persist and even recover after the most extreme natural catastrophes. If you think the ground beneath your feet is solid, remember, that's only temporary. Beneath the crust lies a restless world, a network of tectonic plates silently sliding, crashing, or pulling apart, and even deeper, magma chambers bubbling with potential eruptions. Exploring underwater volcanoes and tectonic motion isn't just a scientific adventure. It's a journey into the origins of our planet, where all life began, and where it might one day end. Do you think life on Earth would vanish if undersea volcanoes stopped erupting? Or, on the contrary, will the Earth's constant motion lead us into a new era, where humanity must adapt to an ever-changing planet? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. The Dragon's Triangle, a terrifying mystery beneath Japanese waters, the world's second Bermuda? Lying silently in the deep ocean, not far from Japan's bustling capital Tokyo, there exists a stretch of sea whispered about by locals through countless unresolved stories. This is the Dragon's Triangle, also ominously known as the Devil's Sea. While the surface may appear calm and serene, beneath the waves lies one of the most mysterious and feared places on Earth, often dubbed the Second Bermuda Triangle. This isn't just a regular geographic coordinate, it's believed to be a gateway to phenomena that modern science has yet to fully explain. Between 1952 and 1954, in just 2 short years, the world was stunned by the disappearance of 5 military vessels and more than 700 crew members while sailing through this region. No distress calls, no debris, everything vanished as if it were swallowed by the ocean itself. What's even more chilling is how frequently these events occur. From 1963 to 1972, around 160 ships of various sizes reportedly went missing under mysterious circumstances within the Dragon's Triangle. It's a staggering and haunting figure. Compasses malfunction, communications suddenly fail, clear skies turn foggy within minutes, and massive whirlwinds form out of nowhere. Everything happens so fast, so unpredictably, that there's often no time to react. And if you think this is just due to extreme weather, think again. What happens in these waters goes far beyond what we can imagine. Some theories suggest that beneath the Dragon's Triangle lies a secret alien base where advanced technologies are being hidden, tested, and possibly even used to block human access. Others believe it's an artificial construct, part of a covert operation by unknown powers attempting to conceal the truth beneath the ocean's depths. There are also scientists who argue that the region sits on top of an active seismic zone where tectonic plates are constantly colliding. This could lead to supernatural-like phenomena such as massive whirlpools or high-intensity electromagnetic waves that disable navigation and communication systems. But there's one detail scientists can't ignore. The Dragon's Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle, and the Egyptian pyramids all lie on the same longitudinal line. Is it just a coincidence? Or could it be part of an ancient global network we have yet to comprehend? Could there have been a prehistoric civilization with advanced technology that left its mark through these mysterious locations? Is it possible these sites form a planet-wide energy grid? The questions are endless, and every theory spawns hundreds more mysteries waiting to be unearthed. Even the most seasoned fishermen in Japan refuse to venture deep into the Dragon's Triangle. For them, it's more than just a dangerous place. It's a forbidden sea, where deities and demons clash, where time seems to stop, and where humans can vanish without a trace. For scientists, every expedition into this zone is a test of the limits of human understanding, a chance to peel back the layers of secrets that have been hidden for centuries. So, what do you think? Is this just a strange natural phenomenon? An extreme weather zone yet to be classified? Or could there truly be a mystery beneath the water that surpasses anything we've ever known? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to help solve one of the greatest enigmas of the deep ocean. A mountain-sized mystery, crawling along the Pacific Ocean floor. When you think of Earth's greatest mysteries, you might picture lost ancient civilizations, strange desert structures, or unreadable symbols carved into stone. But have you ever imagined that one of the most puzzling enigmas, enough to divide the entire research community, lies deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, in a place humans have barely explored? What's even more incredible is that this wasn't discovered by spy satellites or deep-sea robots, but simply through a common map application anyone can use: Google Maps. In June, the Secure Team 10 group, known for investigating alien phenomena, accidentally found something strange while browsing underwater topography off the coast of California. On the screen, they noticed a trail stretching over 40 miles, as if some massive object had crawled across the ocean floor, leaving behind a deep, linear trench. But the most shocking part? At the beginning of the trench sat an enormous object, estimated to be over 2.5 miles in diameter, roughly the size of a mountain. The debates exploded instantly. What was that object? A massive, undiscovered sea creature moving along the seafloor? Or perhaps a gigantic machine, a highly advanced submarine, or even a vehicle belonging to a non-human civilization? Tyler, a longtime member of Secure Team 10, proposed a controversial theory. This might be the creation of a non-human intelligence. He argued that while we often look to the skies for UFOs, over 80% of the ocean remains unexplored. If an alien civilization truly wanted to hide, the deep ocean would be the perfect place. A creature or machine 2.5 miles wide, moving with enough force to carve a trench tens of miles long. This is what Secure Team 10 described. The trench looked like tracks from a colossal tank, with some parts resembling deep furrows, as though something had plowed through the seabed. Zoomed-in images revealed the object had a symmetrical shape, with rim-like features that resembled giant oyster shells, a detail that only strengthened the living creature hypothesis. However, not everyone agrees. Several geologists and researchers quickly pushed back. They claimed that the parallel grooves could easily be tectonic fractures, natural formations caused by the shifting of Earth's crust. The curved lines might be remnants of ancient ocean currents eroding the seabed over time. And the massive circular object? Likely just a rounded rock formation, its shape sculpted naturally by the unique pressure and current patterns of the deep sea. So, what's the truth? As of now, no one can say for sure. All the current theories, from alien machinery and giant marine creatures to natural geological formations, are based solely on digital map images. There's no direct evidence, no physical samples, no sonar scans, no footage from submersibles. But perhaps that's what makes this mystery even more captivating. What if a giant creature has lived for millions of years beneath the ocean, leaving behind traces with every movement, completely unnoticed until now? Or perhaps an ancient machine, buried in the seabed since prehistoric times, has finally awakened. The Death Lakes beneath the sea, a forbidden zone that kills all life. It touches. Hidden deep beneath the ocean's restless currents, where no light penetrates and no sound echoes, lie eerie pools known as Death Lakes. These are not metaphorical or exaggerated names, but a chilling reality discovered by scientists from the University of Miami while exploring the seafloor of the Gulf of Mexico. These lakes are a cruel paradox of nature. Nestled within the sea, yet incapable of sustaining life, they are massive saline traps that instantly kill any creature unlucky enough to enter. Unlike freshwater or saltwater lakes on land, these undersea lakes are isolated bodies of water, completely separated from the surrounding ocean, formed by extraordinarily high salt concentrations and unique geological conditions. When scientists approached, they found the water so dense and heavy that submarines could rest on the surface without sinking, while marine creatures entering the lakes suffered acute osmotic shock, suffocated without oxygen, and perished. This is why these areas are often called dead seas, where life is extinguished at a visible boundary between ordinary seawater and the lethal lake water. To understand how these lakes formed, we must travel back to the Jurassic period, about 150 to 200 million years ago. At that time, the Gulf of Mexico was a shallow basin, isolated from the rest of the ocean. Under a prolonged hot, dry climate, the water in this basin evaporated intensely, leaving behind a salt layer up to 5 miles thick at the seafloor. This is the core of today's biological tragedy. Over millions of years of geological upheaval, tectonic plate movements cracked the seafloor, enabling massive salt domes to push through sediment layers, interact with seawater, and slowly dissolve, forming these hypersaline lakes. These lakes are entirely isolated, with salt levels 8 to 10 times higher than normal seawater. Remarkably, these lakes have shores like terrestrial lakes, with tiny waves created by ocean currents brushing against them, and at times a surface still as glass when external conditions allow, a bizarre contrast between the death within and the serene exterior. Some lakes are less than 3 feet wide, while others stretch over 12 miles, like a small ocean within a larger one. Beneath their surfaces lies a toxic brew of salt, methane gas, hydrogen sulfide, and other harmful compounds, ensuring that no marine life, from fish and crabs to shrimp or larger crustaceans, can survive if they swim into it. What stunned scientists most was that some creatures, after dying in these salt lakes, are preserved perfectly, as if time had frozen. In one striking case, they found a crab trapped in a lake for 8 years, its soft tissues still intact, an unprecedented phenomenon in any natural marine environment. This occurs because the extreme salinity and total lack of oxygen halt organic decomposition, similar to how the Dead Sea or ancient mummification chambers preserve remains. Yet, despite being a no-entry zone for life, the areas around these lakes are not entirely sterile. Certain species of mussels and clams and eels cling to the lake shores, surviving through symbiosis with bacteria that oxidize methane, transforming toxic gas into energy and nutrients. This discovery prompts profound questions about extreme biological resilience and the potential for life in extraterrestrial environments like the subsurface oceans of Europa, Enceladus, or other planets with similarly harsh conditions. Do you find it astonishing that, within the ocean we associate with life, there exists such a paradoxical world, where water becomes poison and lakes serve as chemical graves for all living things? If ancient life once thrived here before these lakes formed, could traces of it still be preserved in the sediment layers? And if life can still clinging to the boundary between survival and death, have we truly grasped the limits of biology on our planet? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's dive into this mystery together. USO, the shadowy phantoms beneath the waves. When we think of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, we typically imagine disc-shaped crafts hovering in the sky, briefly appearing on radar or in blurry nighttime footage. But few realize that alongside the enigmatic skies, the oceans harbor a parallel phenomenon even harder to pin down: USOs, or unidentified submerged objects. If UFOs are fleeting shadows darting through the air, USOs are dark shapes gliding silently beneath the ocean's depths, moving at incredible speeds, vanishing without a trace, and defying all known laws of physics. Historical accounts of USOs date back centuries, perhaps as far as 329 BCE, when Alexander the Great, during his campaign across the Jhelum River in India, witnessed a silver, shield-like object shimmering on the water's surface, moving in ways unlike any known creature or vessel. Captivated and obsessed, Alexander commissioned a diving bell, considered the first rudimentary submarine in history, in hopes of unraveling the mystery beneath the river. Some texts even suggest his pursuit wasn't just about identifying the object, but also about seeking the legendary Atlantis, a sunken kingdom rumored to be a submerged base for extraterrestrial beings quietly observing humanity. Notably, USO sightings aren't confined to ancient lore. On the night of October 11, 1492, during Christopher Columbus's voyage across the Atlantic to find a route to Asia, he and his crew spotted a mysterious light emanating from the ocean depths near the Bermuda Triangle, a region notorious for supernatural events and unexplained disappearances. According to his log, the light suddenly shot out of the water, flashed repeatedly as if signaling, then vanished into the night, leaving the sailors dumbfounded. Shortly after, they discovered a new land, America. This coincidence has sparked numerous conspiracy theories suggesting that USOs might not only be enigmatic objects but could also be tied to guiding or even shaping human civilization's course. The 20th century brought a surge of startling USO reports, showcasing abilities far beyond contemporary technology. On February 8, 1960, the Argentine Navy detected two massive objects underwater. Assuming they were U.S. submarines, they launched a pursuit. What followed defied all military assumptions. The objects split into 6 smaller units, shot out of the water, and disappeared in seconds. Their speed, shape-shifting capability, and evasion of radar were beyond any nation's technological reach at the time. In another famous case, in March 1963, during a U.S. naval exercise near Puerto Rico, a submarine picked up signals from an object moving underwater at astonishing speeds, diving to nearly 20,000 feet. Deeper than most modern submarines can withstand. For 4 days, the fleet tracked it, but the object vanished from sonar as if it had never existed. Sonar data was meticulously analyzed, yet no rational explanation emerged. What makes USOs uniquely mysterious is their operation in an environment humanity has explored less than outer space, the deep ocean. If UFOs can be observed through telescopes, ground radar, or smartphone cameras, USOs thrive in perpetual darkness where radio waves don't travel and light cannot penetrate. This is their playground. If an advanced civilization exists, far surpassing ours, the ocean's depths would be the perfect hiding place. So, what are your thoughts on these underwater anomalies? Are they secret military submarines from a global superpower? Could they be relics of an ancient submerged technology? Or, more daringly, might they be emissaries from the cosmos, silently observing humanity's evolution? Whatever the truth, USOs remain one of modern science's greatest enigmas, a phenomenon beyond the reach of microscopes, radar, or satellites, felt only through the pulse of human curiosity. The mysterious blue dot beneath the ocean, an unsolved enigma. One day, deep in the vast Caribbean Sea, at depths of 1,300 to 2,000 feet, where sunlight never reaches, a peculiar creature appeared, sparking countless unanswered questions. Amid the soft mud and shadowy coral forests, as scientists maneuvered a remotely operated vehicle, a human extension into the ocean's depths, they stumbled upon something entirely unexpected. A glowing blue sphere, faintly luminescent and resembling an alien life form, rested quietly on the seafloor. No one present that day could definitively identify it. From that moment, one of nature's deepest mysteries was born. Can you imagine that, in the 21st century, with all our advanced technology, Earth still baffles us? These mysterious blue dots, as researchers tentatively call them, have left the scientific community scratching their heads. Despite numerous hypotheses, from rare soft corals to spiky sea sponges, or even an entirely new species of deep-sea squid, none have been confirmed. All remain mere speculation. The creature's strangeness lies not only in its rubbery, spherical form and enigmatic blue glow, but also in its solitary existence at a depth where life is already scarce. When researchers from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) released images of this organism, both marine archaeologists and deep-sea biologists were stunned. They unanimously agreed. This was an unprecedented enigma. It bore no resemblance to any species previously documented. Could this be evidence that countless unknown life forms still thrive in the planet's deepest realms? If you think the ocean has been mostly explored, the reality is quite the opposite. To date, humans have mapped less than 20% of the seafloor. The remaining 80%, a vast, uncharted expanse, remains a blank map, home to creatures like this blue dot, living silently yet spectacularly. This discovery is not just a small surprise in our exploration journey, it's a stark reminder that the ocean holds secrets far beyond our understanding. Why does finding a tiny creature matter so much? Each new species discovered in the ocean adds a piece to the vast puzzle of life on Earth. It deepens our understanding of how life thrives in extreme environments, opening doors to advancements in medicine, biotechnology, and even the search for extraterrestrial life. If a creature can survive under crushing pressure, in total darkness, and with minimal oxygen, what's stopping life from forming on icy planets or moons like those of Jupiter or Saturn? What do you think? Could this mysterious blue dot belong to an undiscovered ecosystem? Or is it the product of an evolutionary anomaly never before seen? Some bolder theories suggest it might be an unknown developmental stage of a familiar species, caught in a form we've never witnessed. Scientists are tirelessly analyzing images and environmental data, hoping to one day bring this strange creature to the surface for closer study. Until then, the tale of the mysterious blue dot remains a captivating invitation to explore the unknown world beneath the ocean's surface. Who knows what other secrets await in future expeditions? Could an entire miniature world of radically different creatures be waiting to be uncovered? Radiodonta, the ancient predator with 28,000 lens eyes, beneath the deep sea. In the pitch-black depths where sunlight never penetrates, where only darkness and bone-chilling cold seem to reign, a predatory creature with astonishing visual prowess once dominated over 500 million years ago. Dubbed an ancient monster, it was both alien and terrifying, a perfect embodiment of the brutal evolution of Earth's early days. Its name is Radiodonta, one of the first and most notorious predators to rule the Cambrian seas. Picture a creature with eyes boasting 28,000 lenses, capable of detecting the slightest movement in the deep ocean, over 300 feet below the surface, where most modern creatures struggle to survive. This is no science fiction fantasy, but a real discovery, confirmed by paleontologists at the University of New England after studying unearthed fossils. Those eyes reveal an unparalleled complexity for a creature that lived over 500 million years ago. Radiodonta's body was so extraordinary, it seems like the creation of a daring biological designer, combining the strangest features of various species into one. Its head sported two large, claw-like appendages, akin to lobster pincers, used to seize and crush prey. Its mouth was a circular abyss, ringed with hundreds of spiraling, tentacle-like teeth, designed to grind prey and create suction, ensuring no small creature could escape once targeted. Its body, flexible like a squid's, allowed agile movement through water, giving it a speed advantage in every hunt. This blend of superior vision, intricate anatomy, and razor-sharp predatory instincts made Radiodonta a dominant force in the primordial ocean, a time when animals were just beginning to develop the basic traits of life. It's chilling to think that, in an era before dinosaurs or vertebrates, Radiodonta was the nightmare of every sea creature. Even more astonishing, Radiodonta is one of the earliest examples of an animal with bilateral symmetry, complex vision, and sophisticated hunting systems, three foundational elements for the later evolution of larger, more advanced species. Without Radiodonta's emergence, the history of life on Earth might have taken a completely different path. Yet, a question that sends shivers down scientists' spines remains. Has Radiodonta truly gone extinct? Or could a distant descendant still lurk in the uncharted depths, beyond even the Mariana Trench, where humans have yet to venture? With less than 20% of the ocean explored, over 80% remains untouched. In that vast unknown, could creatures even stranger, stronger, and older than Radiodonta still hide? The discovery of its fossils is not just a key piece in understanding Earth's past, but a warning that the greatest mysteries may lie beneath our feet, in the seemingly silent depths that hold millions of years of vibrant history. Radiodonta may be extinct, but its legacy offers a profound lesson on how life evolved, adapted, and dominated ecosystems from the earliest times. If you think dinosaurs were the ultimate symbol of ancient dominance, think again. Long before their reign, sea monsters like Radiodonta, spineless, scaleless, yet equipped with telescope-like eyes, hunted with near-perfect precision in the dark. In nature's game of survival, sometimes the most sophisticated predator isn't the largest, but the one that sees clearest in the shadows. Dear friends, perhaps what makes the ocean so mysterious is not just its depth, but the layers of history, civilization, and biology buried beneath its cold waves. Each dive into the seafloor brings humanity face to face with not only crushing water pressure, but also unanswered questions about extraterrestrial life, lost civilizations, or even the origins of humankind. Strange phenomena like USOs, death lakes, or the yellow brick road are merely the tip of a vast, submerged iceberg challenging human intellect. So, which ocean mystery captivates and haunts you the most? Could an ancient city be slumbering beneath the waves? Or perhaps extraterrestrial technology has been hiding for millennia? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're as passionate about these enigmas as we are, don't forget to like and subscribe to join us in diving deeper into questions science has yet to answer. For now, goodbye, and see you next time.